Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel, Gardening in Cold Spring Harbor. For those of you who are new to my channel, I'm in Long Island, New York, gardening zone 7A. With spring just around the corner. Garden centers, plant nurseries, big box stores, even grocery stores are starting to sell garden seeds. Seed catalogs are also making their way to your mailbox as we speak. But with such an abundant selection of seeds to choose from, all the writing on the packages, I know how confusing it can get to choose the right type of garden seeds to plant and to grow in your home gardens. Which is why in today's video, we're going to talk about 5 different seed types, what makes each seed type different, and which seed type is the right seed for you to sow and to grow in your home gardens. So for those of you looking for that online gardening channel, which offers tips, tricks, easy, yet proven gardening advice to take your home gardens to that next level, please don't go anywhere, guys. Stick around with me today. Start with going below this video and clicking the subscribe button. If you enjoy the content of my videos, if you found my videos to be useful, helpful, informative, in absolutely any way, please don't forget to click the bell icon below as well. Now come with me. Let's talk about 5 different seed types and let's get gardening. 5 main seed types, garden seed types available on the market. You have your heirloom, hybrid, open pollinated, organic, and GMO. Without further ado, let's dive right into the first seed type. And that seed type is heirloom seeds. Experts can't agree on how old a plant has to be in order to be considered heirloom, but they do agree on one thing, is that heirloom seeds have to go through generations and generations of growth to be considered an heirloom older cultivar. So when you're looking at a seed packet, how can you tell if that particular seed packet, if these seeds inside the packet are indeed heirloom? If the seeds are heirloom, somewhere on the packet, the seed packet, you will see the words heirloom. On this particular seed packet, it happens to be the Market More 76 Cucumbers by Fairy Moores. On the front top right, you can clearly see the words heirloom. If it's not stated somewhere in the front of the packet, turn the packet around and take a look at the wording on the back. If the seed variety is indeed heirloom, it will say the words heirloom somewhere on the paper packet. All heirloom seeds are open pollinated and are suited for saving. Heirloom seeds are associated with specific geographical regions in which they will grow very well. The offspring or the fruit which you will get from heirloom seeds will be very similar, if not identical, to the parent seed. I personally prefer to purchase heirloom seeds for one reason, and that reason is I don't like surprises. I know that when I'm planting heirloom seeds, I will get exactly what I'm looking to get in terms of the offspring fruit. There were so many times when I bought seeds or even transplants from a garden center plant nursery. I planted that transplant in my home garden only to find that the fruit looked nothing like what the picture initially showed me. Sometimes the picture showed me a red tomato and the offspring fruit which I got was either orange or pink in color. And why is that? Because the initial seeds that were sown and planted were not heirloom seeds. Second seed type are our hybrid seeds. Majority of the seed packets sold in garden centers, plant nurseries, big box stores, even online, happen to be hybrid seeds. If you're not seeing the words hybrid on the seed packet, try looking for the letter F and the number 1. When the seed packets are commercially produced, sometimes instead of printing the word hybrid on the seed packet, you might see letter F and a number 1. Hybrid seeds are not the same as genetically modified seeds. Hybridization happens with various natural causes, such as through birds, insects, or even human hand pollination. Hybrid seeds are deliberately created to produce specific traits in our plants, such as larger flower bloom or vigorous growth. Hybrid seeds are a product of open pollination between two plant varieties. Because of this controlled environment, we get those traits in our plants that we so-called desire. For example, taller plant size, higher yields, disease resistance, etc. Hybrid plants are known to be high yielders. However, the seeds that you will get from your crop are not reliable for saving purposes. Hybrid plant seeds are genetically unstable. Hence, if you decide to plant them next growing season, you might not end up getting any flower blooms or fruit set at all. The third seed type are our organic seeds. Again, look for the word organic somewhere on the seed packet. So how do we get organic seeds? Organic seeds come from a plant that was never treated with non-organic pesticides. The certification comes from NOP, National Organic Program, which is certified by USDA. Fourth seed type are open pollinated seeds. Open pollinated seeds form from pollination that takes place by either insects, birds, wind, or even human hands. Open pollinated seeds are great for saving as well. Why? Because they're very strong genetic traits that pass on from one generation to the next. While all heirloom seeds are open pollinated seeds, not all open pollinated seeds are heirloom seeds. All open pollinated seeds produce plants that are very similar to each other. However, the plants are not as uniform as the plants that you would get from your hybrid seeds. That fifth and last seed type are GMO seeds. GMO is an abbreviation for genetically modified organisms. GMO seeds are specifically formulated to change specific traits of a crop. For example, to make a crop more pest resistant or even herbicide resistant. Now, I want to be very clear that seed packets that are sold for home growing purposes, for home gardens, are not GMO seeds, and in United States of America cannot by any means be GMO seeds. GMO seeds are only sold commercially for 9 commercial growing crops. These 9 crops are corn, canola, soybeans, papaya, cotton, alfalfa, sugar beets, squash, and that 9th crop is rice. When deciding which seed type is the best seed type for you and your beautiful home garden, there are a few factors to consider. The first factor to consider is seed saving abilities. Are you planning to save a few seeds from your harvested crops to dry them, to plant them next year, next growing season in your home garden? And if that's the case, then you should be looking at heirloom or open pollinated seeds. Why? Because those 2 seed types have the strongest genetic traits and are best for seed saving. That second factor to consider is desired crop traits. Are you looking for specific traits in the plant or the crop which you're growing? For example, are you looking for more vigorous growth? Are you looking for those larger flower blooms? Are you looking for specific disease resistance? And if that's the case, then you should be looking at hybrid crop seed packets. That third factor to consider is the crop type or the crop variety. If you're looking to sow and grow something more classic, more traditional, the type of crops that have been passed on from generation to generation and have very strong genetic traits, then please look into heirloom or open pollinated seed packets. If you're looking to sow and grow something more rare, something more exotic, then hybrid seeds are the seeds for you, as majority of the seed packets sold for home gardening purposes happen to be hybrid crop varieties, which contain much more varieties than your traditional heirloom seeds. That fourth factor to consider is genetic trait stability. What does that mean? That simply means is how close, how similar, how identical to the original parent plant do you want your offspring crop to look like? If you're seeing a specific image or picture on the seed packet, do you want your harvest, the crop which you're growing, to look exactly like the crop that is presented on that seed packet picture? Well, if that's the case, then you definitely should be looking into heirloom seeds or open pollinated seeds, because those seed types, again, have stronger genetic traits and they will look as close as possible, if not identical, to the parent plant. That's it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me here today in my home garden in Long Island, New York, gardening zone 7A. In today's video, we spoke about 5 different seed types. We mentioned what makes each seed type distinct and how you can choose the best seeds to grow in your region where you live and in your beautiful home gardens. If you enjoyed the content of this video, if you found today's video to be useful, helpful, informative, and absolutely anyway, don't be shy, guys. Show me that support by clicking thumbs up below. Please take a minute to leave your positive comments in the comment section below as well. I take the time to read each and every single one of your comments, and I personally respond to each and every single one of you. If you haven't yet subscribed to my gardening channel, Gardening in Cold Spring Harbor, please do not wait any longer. Do so right now by going below this video and clicking the subscribe button. Don't forget to click the bell icon below as well if you want YouTube to send you notifications each time I'll upload a new video. Stay healthy, happy, be well, each and every single one of you, and happy gardening, guys. And I'll see you again in my upcoming garden videos. Bye, guys.